So, Assetto Corsa Rally, I've been driving it more and more because my first go, I was chatting with Supernova, I was kind of very curious. I've been really getting into it actually. I've been trying a lot of other rally games. Obviously, Richard Burns Rally is just too hardcore for me. The EA WRC, I just didn't really like it. The WRC, the milestone games, I was trying some here as well, like a lot simpler, like I could kind of drive one-handed. But this is a game where I was trying it on a sim. I was trying it on the paddle shifters, which was really important for me because I could keep both hands on the wheel. But I wanted to use the sequential, but I'm just not good enough to drive one-handed. And then the handbrake is actually, I think, essential to use. But again, I'm driving more one-handed. And this is a game where you can't really just run wide on the exits. When it says don't cut, you can't cut. Like, it's just brutal. I was wondering why Assetto Corsa as a franchise would unveil a rally game now while Assetto Corsa Evo is still in early access and the roadmap has changed so much. Because I think obviously people are going to think, what's going on there if I've bought my early access for Evo and now my roadmap's delayed. However, I think I can see why, because this, for hardcore rally fans, I think is exactly what people have been looking for. So for the rally community, I don't think you're going to care about that. You're just going to want to try as soon as possible the early access of Assetto Corsa Rally. And just to be clear, it's been developed by a different developer called Supernova, who I did interview in another video. So I'll link that in the description. Make sure you're subscribed, obviously, and go check that out. But I'm not a good rally driver, like you know that. But I also understand that the best drivers in the world really are rally drivers. Now, often when I go to expos, the only times I do rally is I'm on some mad motion rig that I feel is completely unrealistic and is designed to make me think, oh, this is crazy. I want to get into rally because I want to understand car handling better. I want to be better at controlling oversteer. I want to be better at inducing the car to do things. I kart quite a lot, so I know how to, induce that lock tax on the car.
I'm never going to stop sliding.
There we go. And again, I'm not too much of a rally kind of. I'm not into rally enough to know too much about it. I know that, for example, Gran Turismo Rally, I just think it's way too slidey. I just don't like it at all. I remember the Dirt 1 and Dirt 2.0, feeling like they had a much better bite for me on the surface. What's interesting here is that I do feel like it's quite slidey when you're going through the gravel or sandwich now, but it's loose surface, it's meant to be, but I'm not an expert on it. But I do also really feel the bite when you go over a rough patch as well. So this might not come across on camera. I'm not sure how much direct capture there's been with sound. I'm trying to get some sound for you here. But it's not, it might look a little bit skatey on the loose surface. I also did a bit of tarmac and it felt quite grippy. So I would just look at some more footage, try and look at some direct capture footage before making a hard opinion on that. But like I said, when I come back to it, why have Assetto Corsa done this big reveal here at the Sim Racing Expo for Rally, given that a lot of people are saying, hang on, what's going on with Nordschleife, Free Roam, etc. and Evo? I think I understand it, because this is a game when it's completely owned 2 feet from a different developer, and the Rally fans, this is what they've been wanting, that kind of like spiritual successor to Richard Burns Rally. And it's hardcore. It's hardcore, but I don't think it's unfair. It's not hardcore in the sense of like a sim. If I'm doing a sim, like doing a Formula car with no traction control, and it's just really tricky to like get the power down and it spins. This is not difficult in that sense. It feels, I would say, and I want to be careful because like I said, I'm not an expert rally dude, it feels authentic to me. So I'd be really interested to see what actual rally drivers think of this sim. There are licensed cars in it. This is a real stage. They've laser scanned this stage. I don't know whether stages before have been laser scanned before, but they say that they've laser scanned this. So it has that grounded realism. Oh, let's go in the third person. Let's stay in that. I like it. Now we can see what the Hyundai's doing, the i20N. And this is going to be a great view, actually.
Huh? Harder.
Yeah, it's harder. Sorry, but you got to roll with it. You got to do it. Oh, do you want me to reset you? So we can see the damage. Thank you to everyone who commented yesterday complimenting me for driving so badly. You were finally able to see the damage of vegetation. That was exactly what I was going for. That was purely intentional. And Sam, I think, is doing the same strat. You can always count on us to thoroughly test the sims that we get hands-on with. It does have triple screen support as well. This is obviously early access. One thing I would note is that the HUD is not very helpful being on the absolute right side of the triple screen, unless you have literally eyes in the side of your head. But I did do a different simulator where they've done an overlay and they brought it in the middle. But that's all early access stuff. Fundamentally, the triple screens are working here. VR, I don't know. I think, you know, Assetto Corsa Evo does work in VR. Obviously, it's not really optimized yet, but I speak to them about VR. VR is important for them. Hopefully, they're going to see as a franchise that VR is important here. Original Assetto Corsa, ACC, Evo, all supporting VR. So I would be surprised if this isn't going to be a priority for them, but I don't know right now. I can imagine this with a nice motion rig, nothing too crazy, nothing intense, but a nice motion rig in VR should be a very, very, very authentic experience. I also like the way it looks. It's Unreal Engine. Again, it's going to be divisive, you know, ACC, but I really like driving ACC in VR. As you've seen on the channel, I've done loads of like really intense rain, Nordschleife, middle of the night storm in ACC, where I'm just kind of like vibing in single player, and I really like it. So it does have that element to it. And yeah, I think with Codemasters and EA looking like they're pulling out of Rally, which I think is like terrible, to be honest. It's terrible for Rally fans, given that the Colin McRae series and Dirt was so important for where would we be without that, frankly. But they've pulled out, and Assetto Corsa Rally is stepping in here, along, it's fair to say, with Nacon, who I think have picked up the publishing rights for the official WRC Rally series. But I don't think, I was just speaking with Nacon, I don't think that game's coming out until 2027 at the earliest, which also might explain why Kunos and 505, the publisher, have decided to kind of reveal this now and get it into people's hands in early access. I think I did put in the description exactly what you do get in early access, and as always with Kunos, they are very receptive to your feedback. So please, under the comments in this video, do get any feedback. I'll try and get Sam's thoughts. Sam, so what do you think about it?
I actually legitimately really like it.
Yeah.
Like, actually really enjoying this. I will definitely
It
play
doesn't
this.
feel unfair to me. It feels like when you crash, it's like I made a mistake there kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard that it feels like people saying it feels like it's understeering really badly, but this is kind of what I'd expect from the rain on gravel in Wales.
I think it looks looser when you watch a video than when you're driving it with the force feedback.
Yeah, 100%.
I think the graphics are sick as well.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't crashed at all, but for some reason my doors are falling off.
Yeah, that Hyundai's in for a big service. You know, like when in between stages you don't have enough hours to fix everything.
Yeah, I don't think they've got enough days.
Yeah, this is one of those. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those. This is the same stage, I think, that I did in the dry.
It is, apart from it's in the red.
Yeah, but it feels completely different, like aesthetically. I mean, I could see myself losing a lot of time in this, frankly.
Yes. I mean, I'm still trying to beat your 9-minute time.
In the wet.
9-minute 55.
You might be doing it. I'm not sure.
I only got 11 kilometres to go.
Yeah.
Let's get that guy.
We don't really do rally like in the studio and stuff.
No.
Like, I mean, that might reflect the state of rally games at the moment, to be fair.
Yeah, there's like no proper rally games.
But I could totally see us on the rig side by side, starting the stage at the
Special
same time.
stage.
Yeah, special stage. Yeah, on the round rims.
Yes, 100%.
You're using the handbrake as well.
I have been on the.
Another unnamed manufacturer.
It ripped, literally the first time I pulled it, it ripped off my hand.
But this one seems to be holding up. There
Yes.
we go. Okay. I'm pleasantly surprised about how intuitive the handbrake is to use. Like, the car seems to respond like exactly as I would expect.
Exactly. It's a weird view.
Cinematic. Press that again. Was that? Did that just happen?
I have no idea why I did
like
that.
that one. It was also anticipating. You know, like in Tiger Woods games, when you get a hole in one, it goes like, "This crash is going to happen."
Yeah.
All right, well, let Sam carry on with the stage. I'll get out of the way.
Actually, I'm near the end, didn't you?
Yeah. But I mean, hopefully you can see on the camera, like the triples here with like the Vista. If there is decent VR support for this is going to feel absolutely incredible, especially like going into the night. So I try not to hype things up too much, but I'm very impressed by this one. Oh, you have to stop though. You have to stop. You have to stop at the dude. Don't run him over. All right, final thoughts, Sam, on Assetto Corsa Rally.
Legitimately, actually really liked that.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that. Way more than I thought I would. handled really nicely.
Yeah.
It takes a bit used to, but as you'd expect it would. But I actually really enjoyed it.
All right. Let us know what you think in the comments.